Live from Muscle Cat Studios, it's the Muscle Cat Sports Show with your host, Curtis DuBois.
Hello everybody on the internet, it is the Muscle Cat Sports Show. I am Curtis DuBois and it's a Monday night and you're here with us. Welcome. Let's get rid of the drinking bird. He's done his job for the night. Very dependable operator, that drinking bird. It's a 10-hour video. Over the weeks, we've gotten about an hour and a half through to it. I can't wait to see what happens in the next 8.5 hours of that 10-hour loop. Jimbo, well, boy, big weekend in sport. And I always say it, I think this was the biggest week of sport since we started this show.
It felt like it.
Yeah. Well, it was for us because we were working hard in the studio. I'll get to that in a second. What have we got tonight? Well, obviously, we're going to start with the Ashes when we get into it. That was one of the more incredible test matches I've ever seen. One of the more incredible games of cricket I've seen generally. And we were experiencing that live in the studio. 2 days of frenzied action, of roller coaster of emotions, ups and downs. But we got a win. Australia got an epic win. What a way to start the Ashes. We'll also go through McLaren's double disqualification disaster in Las Vegas. The championship's wide open. Max Verstappen is in this. We'll go into those details. We've got Scotland's crazy qualification for the World Cup and all the other teams that qualified over the last week. We've also got the EPL, which is back. Getting emotional just thinking about it, James. We got there's a fly buzzing around in here that's really getting my goat.
Waiting for it to get right in front of the camera.
It's like that episode of Breaking Bad where they ran out of budget and he spent the whole 45 minutes just trying to kill that fly. Just a real stopgap in the season. We've also got NFL. NFL Week 12 was today. And that sport just gets less predictable by the week and even by the quarter. So we'll go through all of that. It is a call-in show. Of course, Jimbo, we love speaking to our viewers. We've had a good flow of viewers calling in over the first 6 or so shows that we've done. So It's easy. If you want to get involved tonight, in the description, you open that up and you'll see there's a VDO link. It says call us here. Click that. It's like an easy version of Zoom. No sign up required. Click the link. You can do it on your mobile. Put your name in and Bob's your uncle. You'll be on when Jimbo lets you in. You're a pretty harsh judge of character, though, Jimbo.
Yeah.
So sometimes you catch sight of these people's faces. You go, that's not
That's
for our
it.
show.
You're out.
Not for the show.
You only see the people I let in.
Yeah,
There's at
that's
least
right.
50% I don't let in.
We're actually far more popular than I think. It's just that you vetoed 90%.
I hide all the callers.
Mm-hmm. So it is a call-in show. Of course, brought to you by Wayne Phillis Kia. The very good people at Wayne Phillis Kia. They've been a great supporter of Muscle Cat Media and the Muscle Cat Sports Show and the Outback Quarterback podcast, by the way. NFL fans, if you haven't seen that show, that's on Tuesdays on YouTube on the Outback QB podcast channel. But Wayne Phillis Kia, they have hot offers across the demo range of Kias this month. And with some of them, including the Tasman, you get a $2,000 gift card if you purchase that beast of a car. So get down to Wayne Phillis Kia in Ranella as I respectfully place this hat back here. Prime bit of real estate. All right, we always start with my knickknacks, Jimbo. Not as rude as it sounds.
What do you got in your knickknacks this week?
Well, I've got a few things. Let's start with these because I alluded to it. We had our Ashes watch along, Jimbo. You were here for it. You were actually in that very corner. We've reshaped the studio since, but that was a 2.5 hour marathon. We enjoyed the final session of day 2 of the cricket. Who would have thought that would be the end of the cricket?
Could not have picked a better day to cover.
For our very first watch along, could not have picked a better day. We had over 600 views, which well exceeded our expectations. We thought if we can get 50 or 100 people watching, that would be good. To see it tick over to 600 and to have people from India. I went back through it. We had, I think, at least 3 guys from India in the chat, which probably means we had more Indians watching as well. So thank you to all those guys, if any of them are on tonight. But that was fantastic. We had people all around Australia getting involved. We had a couple of people call in, but the chat was going crazy.
Yeah.
And,
we had some celebrities. We had Travis Head in the chat.
We had Travis Head in the chat asking us how we wanted him to bring up his ton.
Giving us live updates mid-game.
That's right, yes, Travis Head. And when he didn't respond for a little while, he said, it was the joke of the night. He goes, sorry, I'm just busy putting my babies to bed, all 1.5 billion of them. Brilliant. Nice little jab at the Brits there.
That's it.
Very good. Or was that a jab at the Indian cricket team? Yeah, maybe it was. That makes more sense population-wise. Anyway, either way, it was a good joke. We all laughed. We'll be doing more of that during the Ashes, by the way. But anyway, Sports Card World Adelaide, they gave us this prize. And I did the draw off air before. I've got the evidence if people want to see it. Of who won. I meant to tell you. Have I told you who won it, Jimbo?
No, who won?
Oh, well, he might be viewing at the moment, but this is a $210 box of cards, and the winner is Noah Hill. Noah Hill came up at the top of the randomizer.
Hey.
And Noah, great story about Noah. He's the only person so far that has travelled interstate for an Outback quarterback event. He came to our Super Bowl party, which was great. So when his name came up, it was, I mean, everyone's a worthy winner, but Noah has been a great supporter of all of our shows from the very
He's
start.
called in last week or the week before, I believe.
Yeah, I reckon one of our early shows, he talked about MotoGP.
Yeah.
So Noah, I've already messaged you, mate, but they're yours. So we'll be sending them back. I mean, you fly over here and we fly over a gift back to you about 8 months later. There you go. But thanks to everyone who entered the competition. There'll be more prizes for our Ashes watch-alongs too. So Sports Card World Adelaide Legends. That's the first nickety-knack. I've got this helmet because this is just a bit of kit from the weekend. This is the helmet that we kissed. Well, Alex and I kissed it in celebration of Travis Head's ton. Chris Hall assaulted it. So I'm not sure I'll really want to spend too much time touching it. I can still see the evidence of his weirdness on the helmet. Go back and watch the clip for that if you like. But it was a sizable celebration, let's say that. I've also got this. Now, my dad has been providing me with a few of the knickknacks so far, and a few of the things you see in the background of the set, which it's always hard. There we go, which I'll get to explaining in the next couple of weeks. But this is a Donald Bradman signature edition bat. It was, I don't know what year this was made. It's a Sykes brand. English
1700.
Yes, as you said off air, was that used in the first Ashes?
Is that the first Ashes bat?
Looks like it. Looks like a dog's gotten to it as well.
How have you eroded away so much of that right-hand side? What was that?
A couple of edges to the slips. I'm a lefty here, a couple of outside edges. But no, it's we used to play with this bat every Christmas, Jimbo. So Christmas Eve, we would go to my Alma's house in the Barossa Valley. And it was a traditional German Christmas, except for the Australian bit where we played cricket. And at its peak of that Christmas, we had, I reckon, 18 to 20 people on the cement out the back of Alma's place, and we were playing with this bat. And Dad was speaking to me this week, and he brought up something interesting, and that is the summer is upon us. We're all in cricket mode now, all the Australians, Indians, and Brits, even though they don't want to be because they're cowering at the moment. We're all in cricket mode, and with a hot summer in Australia, that means barbecues. It means, beers out the back or cold drinks or whatever. But it especially means backyard cricket.
Yep.
So I've been looking at the back. I've been working hard on the lawn at the back, getting that going.
Let's tear it up.
My pitch, yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Tear it up, put down a cement pitch, and we'll be good.
That's right. Exactly. Get rid of it. But it got us thinking, what are the rules of backyard cricket that people abide by? And can we unify those rules? That's what I want to hear in the chat tonight. If people have got ideas on 6 and out, should that be allowed? Should you be allowed to be caught off the roof? Is it one hand, one bounce? Is it tippy go or tippity go, as they say in the UK? Can you get out first ball? What is the size of the wickets? Like we used to use a green bin, right? A wheelie bin.
Yep.
And
common use.
Common use, and it's hard because you can get bowled from a bouncer. But, using a bucket, for example, wouldn't be acceptable. So there are all these things that over the next few weeks, I think as a show and as a collective and a community in the chat, we should establish these rules. Give us in the chat tonight your best or worst backyard cricket rules and tell us what we need to abide by this summer.
That's it. And if you're playing this summer, feel free to tag at MuscleCat Sports with any of the backyard cricket you're playing.
Oh, yes.
We want to see videos. We want to see you playing at home.
Yeah, we'll repost any backyard cricket
even
footage.
Post or tag us in some videos of you giving us your one-line monologue of the best rules if you disagree with where we land.
I like that. And over the next 3 or 4 weeks, we will try to get a universal rule book together that we can distribute to the rest of the world. The MuscleCat backyard cricket rules.
That's it.
That's where we're going with that one. Go back to the wide shot there, Jim. I've only got one more knick-knack tonight, and that is I normally have a shirt. This is an authentic 2006 German. This is not a replica. This is the real deal German football team top they played the World Cup in Germany that year. Didn't win it. They won it in 2014 against in Brazil when they humiliated the Brazilians in the semi-final. But I just wanted to upgrade it because I had a fake old replica a few weeks ago, and now this is the real thing. So again, courtesy of Daddy's, just upgrading the studio one by one. The World Cup qualifiers were this week, and that's why I wanted to talk. Oh, I'm talking straight to the camera. Sorry. That's why I wanted to talk about more football because Scotland qualified, Germany qualified 6-0 over Slovakia, but we will touch on the Scottish story later on with a couple of videos for you.
I was going to say, I'm surprised you don't have the latest one. I know you've been eyeing off their latest jersey.
Oh, their new kit is awesome.
You love the current one.
Have we shown that on the show yet? Look up,
probably not.
Yeah, 20. There we go. Look at that. That is, I'm pretty sure that's a throwback to the old West when they were still divided, the West Germany tops. I've got a running singlet, which is sort of similar design to that, but the way they've done that this year, it's the one with the number 11 on it, by the way.
This one in the middle.
Oh, look at that. That is a nice
Pretty
kit.
solid.
That is a very solid kit. We'll become kit nerds leading up to the World Cup. There's nothing better than that. All right. That's what one more thing that I had, and I know you've been talking about this. You've mentioned it a couple of times on air, and off air, sorry, and I didn't really know what you were talking about. It's the Run It League.
Yes.
And I saw a video, and a lot of people watching have probably seen it. If you've got any sort of sports algorithm on your Insta or TikTok, there was a clash of dudes. it was one of the more brutal head hits I've seen. I don't know whether you've seen this one. I know you've watched a lot of it.
Yep.
But what is the Run It League? Very quickly.
It basically spawned out of obviously rugby where they said, cool, the best part is just two guys going head to head, one with the ball trying to get past and one trying to essentially stop the tackle.
Yeah.
And they've basically built a league around that sole premise of just put one guy at the end of a field, well, not even a field, just a strip.
Yeah, it was like AstroTurf.
Yeah, AstroTurf, have one guy on one end, one guy with a rugby in the other end, and it's just solely a who wins essentially. Does the person without the ball stop them in their tracks, or does he barrel through and floor him and get past him?
Can you pull up a video? Maybe for those who haven't seen this, maybe we just put a normal video of it as an example first.
Yep.
And then we can tell people to look away when we show the one that I'm talking about, because that was one of the most brutal hits I've ever seen. To me, it doesn't seem that thrilling, I must admit.
The reason it got a lot of interest from me is after Eli Katoa's recent kind of exposure around his head knocks that he had, like 3 within the span of like 60 minutes.
Is that the NRL
minutes.
player that was playing for Tonga?
Tonga, yeah. He also plays Melbourne Storm.
Yes, and he got knocked out in the warm-up.
In training, yeah. Well, yeah, the warm-up essentially for that game, because it was all in 90 minutes. He had 3 head knocks, and then there's a lot of people chiming in basically saying that the team shouldn't have sent him in for that 3rd knock.
Accusations of malpractice.
Correct. Yeah, basically saying it wasn't looking for the best in the player.
All right, bring up Run It League. Let's have a look at that, because I didn't really know what you were talking about until I saw this video. It seems like there's all sorts of weird like sports that have just been designed for social media, like power slap and things like that have just spawned out of nowhere out of these weird sort of I don't know, contact fetishes from sports. They just take these highlights and they go from there. Eli Katoa, that was a really interesting case. For those who haven't seen it, look up the KO he gets in the warm-up of that game, because he was literally just warming up with his teammates. He copped a shoulder to the head. And the first version of it I saw was the close-up super slow-mo, and I thought it was a hit in the match. And then when I realized it was from his teammate accidentally, like that was pretty brutal. Oh,
just to quickly give a shout-out, Noah Hill's in the chat. He was 10 minutes late.
That's all right.
Already missed the announcement, but congrats again.
Congrats, Noah. We got you, man. All right. Got it up, Jimbo?
I struggle to find a tame one. I feel like
all right, just give us what you got.
Here's a good intro.
Yep. All right, so they start at either end.
They basically say, ready, call it down. Just meet in the middle.
But just pause that. That is so underwhelming, that. So who won then? The guy who got past halfway? Is that what are they trying to do?
Yeah, I'm not even entirely sure the nuances of like, hey, the runner didn't quite get it, but the tackler didn't really get it.
I don't know what the objective of that is.
No, but then I guess, and this is looks like it, even though it's a pretty recent video, it's kind of maybe the smaller fry ones, but the one I've got's more in stadium. But yeah, it's a bit more brutal. So anyone that doesn't want to see some of the more rougher ones, but this is the one I'd seen not long ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a KO.
Just instantly knocked out. Unfortunately, though...
But what is the point?
The amount of this I've seen in my feed this week, and every single one of them is that. One guy is just knocked out cold.
The first video I'd ever seen of this was this morning. It was a double KO. Now, we won't show that because that is a car crash.
Yeah, I did see that. And they were big lads.
That is a car crash. A horrible...
But every one of them I'm seeing, somebody's getting knocked out or at least taking a hit that you're like, you shouldn't be doing that more than... once is enough.
Yeah, once can kill you.
I don't know how often they're getting back up and going again.
Weird. If anyone watching knows what the point of that sport is, Run It League, put it in the chat.
50 million views in the last month. Like, it's unfortunately getting traction, but it just feels like it's...
50 million views where? Where are you pulling those metrics?
Oh, just across their socials. Just in terms of the traction.
We'll be there soon, mate.
Yeah.
It's not that
but yeah, like they're offering $200,000 prizes. Like they're growing,
really?
They're getting backing. Yeah, like it's growing, but they're getting a lot of heat because obviously this is just CTE Central.
Now they should name the stadium that. Welcome back to CTE Central. I mean, I know they're giving away $200,000, but they're not giving away $200 worth of cards from Sports Card.
That's it. So. To Noah Hill specifically now.
That's right. All right, let's talk some sport. What a way to start the Ashes. It is almost hard to sum up, but I will do my best. Travis Head, a heroic performance. We know the century off of 69 balls, the 3rd fastest century in Australian Test cricket history, and I know it would have felt fast watching it, but watching it here with Hawley and Alex and Jimbo, as we were trying to convey our own excitement to the crowd. It felt like it happened in about half an hour. And really, it happened in one session. I mean, the Australians chased down 200 plus, or was it 214, in one session of cricket, which was one of the most extraordinary sporting feats I think I've ever seen, especially when you add the context that 30 wickets had fallen in a day and a half of cricket, and Australia looked so brittle in the first innings. Top scorer was 24 from the first innings. Our opening duo failed. Usman Khawaja was battling those back spasms. Jake Weatherald obviously low on confidence from that first innings, and things just fell completely apart. And for Travis Head to not only win it, but take Bazball and smack it back into the face of the English. This gun-ho approach that throws the textbook of Test cricket out, and some would say disrespects it. I'm not one of those. You play how you like, and if you lose like you did this week, England, then so be it. That's you live by the sword, you die by the sword. But for Travis Head to win it in their own style was extraordinary. One person we should not forget from this game, though, is Mitchell Starc. Now, he took 10 wickets for 113. He was named man of the match. He took 758 in that first innings. And without Josh Hazlewood or Pat Cummins, a lot of people thought that Australia couldn't win this match. And I was on social media before the game saying we would win 5-0, 5-0, a clean sweep. And I sort of have to say that as an Australian sports host. I don't have to, but I like to. And my bravado, I was starting to question it halfway through that game, but turns out it was well placed because Mitch Starc carried us through 3 innings or 2 innings of that game, and Travis Head finished it off. So if you guys have any reflections of how you saw that game in the chat, let us know, because
we've actually got a caller in, I assume, to talk cricket. We've got Sam in.
Oh, Sam, let's go. Let's talk some cricket. It is a call-in show after all. Hello, Sam. Welcome back to the show.
G'day, Kurt. Pleased to be here. How you going?
Very, very well. Very well. And I'm sure, I mean, you're smiling broadly already. You're a big Australian cricket fan. Your reflections from the weekend?
Pretty amazing. Yeah, pretty spectacular. Never seen a test match like it. Thought Aussies were up against it halfway through the second day, and the way they turned around on the ball was pretty inspiring. And then even so, they were chasing 200, and the way the game had been going, you were sort of worried how we were going to go, but in the end, they smashed it. It did easy, and Travis Head's innings was just out of this world. So 1-0 up. What a great result!
And now going into Brisbane in the second test, don't often lose to England in Brisbane. In fact, it's been a site of humiliation at some points in the past for the English, with potentially Cummins coming back, but not Hazlewood. He's been ruled out. We are Australian. This is we. We're a very, very strong chance to go 2-0 up. And if it's 2-0 up, I can't see a way back for the English. Not with the way that their confidence was rattled. And if we're starting to get our bowlers back, I mean, we could almost end this series in 1 week.
We could, absolutely. Yeah. So, and it's a pretty similar storyline for the English. They always come out and it's the big build up to the series, and then they come crashing down the first game or two. So hopefully, it continues on at the Gabba. Australia always, they love playing at the Gabba. They even said that they would prefer the first test was at the Gabba, but it wasn't. But going to be the second one now. So hopefully, Starc will be firing again, and Scotty Boland, and with the day-night aspect as well. Hopefully, it's another successful game for the Aussies. Yeah.
Speaking of the day-night thing, the openers are still a question mark. So Jake Weatherald with his debut made it duck, which was unfortunate. He's played a fair bit of cricket for SA. We're both SA boys. We wanted to see him succeed, as I'm sure everyone did. Then he scored 23 in the second dig, looked a little more comfortable before he holed out. Do you think he keeps his spot? Do you think Usman Khawaja keeps his spot with the back issues and the form that he was in? Does Travis Head get moved up? Does Matt Renshaw get called in? Because yesterday he made a century in Brisbane under lights with the pink ball. So form is there. What would you do?
I think you got to give Weatherall another go. He's only had one game, so he'll be there. I mean,
it's tempting to play Renshaw, isn't it? It's tempting.
Well, it is. Well, it was a day-night Shield game, and he has been in good form.
Yeah.
Khawaja just looks
old.
He just looks old. He was struggling in the field. He was struggling. Even the catches he took, he was struggling.
Yeah.
He was hobbling off not even hobbling. He was really struggling to get off the ground. when he went off. So, geez, he may well have played his last game. And if that's the case, probably Renshaw does come in. They could even bring in Bo Webster for an extra bowling option.
Yep.
But geez, it's tempting to put Head as an opener after the weekend. That's for sure.
Were you in the Cam Green or Bo Webster selection camp prior to the test? Because I went on record and said I wanted Bo Webster. I thought he was in better form. Green gets picked on potential. What would you have done?
No, look, I reckon Green was probably it. I think prior to his injury, he was in really good form. And I think he really cemented his spot on the team. So, Webster was stiff to miss out because when he came in, he did his job really well as well. So, but he's an option if at all, if they need him, that's for sure. So good depth, good versatility in the lineup.
Yeah, that's right. It was a heck of a test match. Zach Crawley with a pair as well. I wonder if they keep him in. That was a pleasure to watch.
Well, I was watching the game with my mate Clive on Saturday night.
Oh, yes. And, you watched the watch-along. Yes. What did you think?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was great. No, it was really good. And Clive enjoyed it too.
Yes. Clive Rose.
But no, it was really good. And what a way to kick off your format there
absolutely
for a game like that. So
thank you.
I really enjoyed the game. Really enjoyed the show Saturday night. It was great.
Awesome. Well, there is more of that to come. We'll be doing some Brisbane coverage and then hopefully something very special in store for Adelaide, but we'll keep that under our hats until then. So that's cricket. Anything else you wanted to talk, Sammy, or is that it?
Oh, no, just the usual Monday morning when you're driving to work and the Giants are ahead. And by the time you get to work, they lose.
Yes,
so,
another NFL loss. Yep.
When you wake up, you see the Spurs have lost. So, there has been a few pretty, depressing Monday mornings waking up. But that's just sport, isn't it? You get
that's right.
Bad, so.
You take the Ashes Saturday nights, and then you also have to take the overtime losses to the Lions. Although it's a good effort to push the Lions that far.
Absolutely,
that's a good effort.
Yep.
It's, especially with an interim coach.
No Jackson Dart again. So Gabba got to count themselves, but same old story, couldn't get over the line. So
that's it. And I might, it's a good transition with the Tottenham. I'll talk some EPL now. So thank you very much, Sammy, for calling in. Appreciate it.
Like your shirt too.
Oh, thanks. Yes, I do like to mix it up for the listeners, although I'm running out. I might need to go on another shopping spree, as Dawson Hawley have pointed out about 10 times in the last 3 weeks, my co-host of the Outback QB. Thanks, Sam. Appreciate you calling in.
Hey, mate.
EPL, yes, he mentioned the Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur, who I go for, and Sam clearly goes for. A 4-1 loss to Arsenal, and Arsenal extend their lead at the top of the EPL table. Jimbo, are you able to get the EPL table up on the screen, and we'll talk through that? It's been 21 years since Arsenal have won the English Premier League. Oh, did I get him? I got him. Look at this.
Hey.
It was a mozzie. Can you see that? Where is it? Got him. He's dead. Oh, he flew away.
No, that's quality streaming.
That is quality streaming. All right. Well, we'll try again. We'll try again soon. That would have been an absolute moment on the show, Jimbo.
It would.
Arsenal up by 6 points. They beat Tottenham 4-1. As you can see, 9 wins, 2 draws, and the solitary loss. 6 points doesn't sound like a lot, but at this stage of the season, that's a big lead. Chelsea, they've won 3 in a row. They're in a good position. Man City lost to Newcastle 2-1 on the weekend, so that knocks them back. They are no longer infallible. Villa, Palace. Keep scrolling down. You'll see Spurs in 9th. That was a big loss to the North London derby. Jimbo, just so you know, Arsenal versus Tottenham is the most bitter rivalry in London. They hate each other. That's each of their most hated teams.
Who's got the best? I assume Arsenal has the best track record.
Yeah, overall they do. They've also won Premier League titles, which Tottenham have not. There was probably a period of 3 or 4 years there where Tottenham had the wood over them, but there's a thing called, they call it St. Totteringham's Day, where inevitably, no matter how good the Tottenham season has been, they always find a way on the final day of the season to drop below Arsenal.
Wow.
So, and
that made a day out of it.
Yeah, most seasons that
Is that
happens.
driven by the fans of Arsenal?
I believe so.
Oh, surely.
I believe so. Yep. Get that back up on the screen. If you scroll down, Liverpool's in 11th, so they've lost 4 out of their last 5. They've lost 6 out of their last 7, which is just incredible. They started with 5 straight wins, and they got smacked 3-0 by Nottingham Forest on the weekend. And then Wolves, we spoke about that with, I think it was Nugget who called in a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
They are on track to break the record for the worst points tally in the history of the EPL, and they look at all that red. That's a lot of red there for the Wolverhampton Wolves.
I mean, a record's a record, right?
A record's a record. Yes, a record is a record, I suppose.
The record-holding Wolves.
Did you used to read the Guinness World Records, Jimbo?
I did. I loved the Guinness World Records.
It was a great gift. It was just a good Christmas gift. Although year on year it didn't change enough.
Well, and it was back before health and safety was a concern. So you had some pretty edgy records that you can no longer set.
Most times spine broken or something.
No, I believe even just a basic one of like who can hold like longest urination. They got rid of that one because they kept.
Was that in there?
Yeah, because they basically said it's not healthy for you to hold your bladder with that much water. So I think they stopped allowing people to do that.
There was a Seinfeld episode about that.
Yeah.
When did they take that out? And how long was the record? And could we do it on the show? If it's an hour and a half, we'll give it a go. We could do it during one of our Ashes live streams.
I mean, we've all done it where you're in the toilet. Like I could definitely hold my own on a contest of. All right, longest record time for a continuous pee is 508 seconds.
Oh, sorry, continuous pee.
Yes.
I thought you meant longest you could hold without weeing.
No, like I more mean hold your bladder to then do a very long.
508 seconds.
8.5 minutes. That seems insane. Surely that's a trickle that you're just powering through.
Without getting too crude, are they using some... Was it a dude?
I mean, I assume so.
Are they using some sort of...
Micah Dinkle doesn't help me, but I assume...
Micah Dinkle?
Yeah.
It's so close. It's so close.
I think he legally changed his name to Micah Tinkle
There
afterwards.
is no way Micah Dinkle holds the record for the longest pee.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so dude, I'm going to assume.
Yes,
Micah,
would be my assumption.
Without getting too crude, he's got to be using some sort of clamping technique here to... slow the flow down, right?
I mean, you can do
can't be 8.5 minutes of full flow, Jim.
No, it's definitely not full flow. But I mean,
either way, it's
wouldn't have to be
incredible.
Hands, but I mean, that's some tight muscles you got going. But
I wonder if he still holds the record or if he's still alive. The Indian dude who grew his fingernails the longest.
Yeah, curly, crazy things. I'm like, how do you live your life?
Why did he do that? Was it just to be in the Guinness World Records? Because you've sacrificed your life. You can't do stuff. You can't pick stuff up, really.
And I'm pretty sure he got beaten eventually because there was a lady that came and... or he beat the lady. I forget who beat who.
Okay.
Yeah, here you go.
Oh, look at that. One got really curly.
Yeah, like I remember them being curly. I'm like, what's the go? Yeah, and then I remember this lady came in.
Okay, yeah, wow. No, they're not longer than the Indian fellas, are they?
No, but I think they let men and women
with world.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, no.
Hers are they're much more styled, aren't they? She's more Wolverine.
She did it for aesthetics.
He
did it for laziness.
Is that what he did?
No, I'm joking. I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea either.
At a certain point, they said that's a record, and he said, "Oh, really? Cool."
Yeah, that's one of the worst records to set.
Yeah, it's just it's very impractical.
It was a good book. I wonder if they still make it. I've seen it.
I think they still do it.
In the age of the internet, it's sort of obsolete, right?
Well, yeah, you definitely don't,
these days.
You definitely don't need a book to find out these facts anymore. But
do you think more people? No, I'm going to rephrase that question. How much do you think reading has dropped off over the last 10 years?
Call me crazy. It feels like it's on a peak again. A resurgence. Peak's a strong word.
Yep.
It's on a resurgence, but I would say the last 5 years has got to have been an all-time low.
Because people are deliberately countering the digital revolution? Like, do you think that's why people are consciously trying to get back into reading?
Yeah, I'd say, and just there's enough about doom scrolling and brain rot that I think people know now more than ever it's inherently not the best to just spend hours scrolling. So I think there's a level of getting back to books, but yeah.
Okay, well, maybe we'll give away some copies of the Guinness World Records on this show. There's some more football news which we'll get to, but I do want to touch on the Formula One early on the show because it was dramatic. It's about as dramatic as it gets for the most boring Grand Prix you'll ever see. Max Verstappen won it quite easily. It felt like it was a Grand Prix of the last 4 years where Verstappen just cruises from the front. That mosquito's back. I'll keep an eye on him. He won it by about 15 seconds. Really, nothing was going on there. There was a spectacle outside, in the lead up to the race with Las Vegas and all the glitz and glamour, but when it came to it, this was not a memorable one. So I often say watch the replay. Don't watch the replay of this because you'll get almost nothing from it. Watch the first lap. There's a few incidents. There was a Piastri incident. There was Colapinto. He's the guy you said sounds delicious. Yes, a couple of weeks ago. Did you remember that you'd said that? Or is that
it just genuinely sounds delicious.
Every time you hear that word, you're conditioned to say it sounds delicious.
Anyone's name that sounds delicious, I have to call it out.
Well, Colapinto does. What do you think Colapinto sounds like? What are you picturing are you picturing a beverage
dude.
or a...
Oh.
Oh, you're saying he sounds delicious?
No, no, I thought you meant
What's going
like,
on here, James?
What am I picturing as him? You mean like what kind of, like a cola lolly. Ooh,
Oh, yes.
bangers.
That a Cola Pinto.
Cola
yeah.
Pinto.
Does Pinto mean small? in Spanish?
Yes, I think
Okay.
so. Well, isn't that Paquito?
I don't know.
Paquito?
We digress. Cola Pinto
Cola
is a
Pinto.
Brazilian Formula One driver, Jim, and he was the guy that I got his name wrong. I said it was Bortoleto, who's the other guy, but he had the horror Brazilian Grand Prix where he crashed and it was just could not have been worse in his home GP debut. On the weekend, can you look up Cola Pinto's crash from the weekend? Because to me, it felt like if anyone's ever played a Formula One game or any racing game online and things haven't gone your way in qualifying, so you're from the back of the grid, so you just think, screw this, I know the way to get to the front quickly. And they just to gas it into the first corner and just take out as many dudes as I possibly can. Use them as the brakes, right? If damage is off on the simulation, then you should be fine. Bump everyone out the way, and if there's no rules, you go into second place from 20th. That's not the one, but that is the Brazilian crash. I think if you
came up with I went Cola Pinto, but
no, that's Imola. Oh man, how much time does this guy crash? Look up Las Vegas, Cola Pinto, Las Vegas.
Cola Pinto?
You are. There's just no space there, but that's fine. Let's see what we got here. No, not that one. Oh, he crashed in Q2 as well. Oh my gosh, this guy. You know, if you can't find which specific crash you're looking for, he's had a bad career. Go to videos. This is extraordinary.
Come on, Cola.
Unseen footage.
Vegas?
Strange crash. No.
That's last
Turn one crash was my fault. Yeah, no crap it was, mate.
This is a day ago. It was like a 20-minute video.
Go up, yeah. Maybe if you go to him admitting fault, maybe they show a highlight of it there.
This one?
That one. Yeah, click that. Let's see if it...
Let's hear him out.
Okay, this is not working as well as I thought it would. Come on, Formula
It's
One
saying
website.
now playing, but we have zero.
All right, forget it. Point is,
he crashed.
just didn't brake. No, he didn't just crash. He just didn't brake, and he just took someone out. It's some of the strangest Formula One driving I've ever seen. Look up. Well, don't look it up because you can't find it, obviously, but take my word for it. Anyway, the big story out of this very boring race is that post-race, McLaren were disqualified. Now, McLaren have the two leading drivers, Lando and Norris, the Brit, followed by Oscar Piastri,
You got the planks
the
out.
Aussie. Yeah, so you've read about this.
I have.
The excessive plank wear.
I needed to get far more information on this planking. Well,
Planking.
They call it
Planking's
planking.
back.
Planking's back.
It's a 2025 version of planking.
So obviously the premise is you obviously have an unfair advantage to be lower to the ground.
Yeah, aerodynamic.
Aerodynamics. But why does it matter? Let
So-
everyone get as low as they can get.
Well, it does matter because Formula One is a highly technical sport, and
Let the most technical win.
you've got the drug abuse Olympic Games coming up if you want to see that with no rules.
Yeah.
You know that's coming up.
No.
it's not called the drug abuse.
Is it Drug Olympics?
Yeah, there's a drug Olympics. No joke. Next year, James Magnussen, the swimmer,
There
the
you
guy
go.
that looks like you, is in it.
Ah, yes. Yeah, he looks jacked.
My brother has always said, why don't they just let them do what they want? It's like, well,
They've done it.
Yes, they have done it now. So that will happen next
And
year.
he proved it didn't really kill his performance. He kind of said, "Look, I'll get all jacked up and I'll be able to swim great."
What are you talking about?
The dude that got all drugged up in swimming. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
He's in the
What?
Drug Olympics.
What dude who got all drugged up in the swimming? Who's this? Are we talking about the same guy?
The Enhanced Games, Master
Yes,
Master
that's fine.
Fuld has said.
Yes, the Enhanced Games. Who said that?
Master Fuld.
Master Fuld. Well,
Master
thanks for
Fuld.
tuning in, Master Fuld. I think Master Fuld watched the Ashes watch along as well. Good to have you back. Good comment. Yes, the Enhanced Games is what we're looking for.
Yeah, this dude. Here's exactly what I'm talking about. This jack dude.
Whoa! Who, is
So-
that James Magnussen?
James Magnussen, he went on steroids and said, "I'll still be able to swim all jacked up."
Holy moly, I haven't seen. Look at the lats on the
I
dude.
know. He's got wings.
He needs a bigger swimsuit.
He's huge.
Yeah, well, so he was a legit Olympian.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "I'll get all steroid up and watch me."
Holy
At
moly.
and I believe he's in the Enhanced Games, obviously.
Yes, he is. Is he quicker now? That's what I want.
I don't know if he was quicker, but he was very much like on par. They basically said it didn't.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Well, and
pretty
he's
sure
past
there
his
was-
athletic peak now. He'd be like mid-30s,
Yeah,
right?
Like
So-
I think there was something around when I first saw that like he didn't really struggle to keep up with what he was doing.
Right. Okay. Well, the Enhanced Games. See, the one issue with that is that I think it'll be guys who are past their Olympic peak. So what the enhancements will do will
get them back
to close to. So we're just watching the Olympics again of old dudes.
True, because nobody in their peak's going to risk like, I'll jump to the enhanced games.
Yeah,
that's where the money's at.
I want to know what peak Usain Bolt would have done with enhancements. That's what would have been interesting to see. Anyway, how did we get onto that?
Planking.
We're talking about Formula 1.
Why can't I get to the ground as much as possible?
Because the battle, the premise of motorsport, and particularly Formula 1 when it's such a technical challenge, is you set some parameters and let them be as creative as possible within those parameters. So there has to be some guidelines. It's not a complete free-for-all. There are financial restrictions. There are technical restrictions. But within those guidelines, you need to be smart enough to figure out how to make your car go fastest, right? And then obviously pair that with the best driver, and there you are. That is the technical battle within Formula 1. To stop it getting silly and to stop it becoming not Formula 1, there have to be technical regulations because a series of motorsport is defined by its tech regs. Once you go past those tech regs, it's still motorsport, but it's not Formula 1, right? So every year or every few years, the World Motorsport Council or whoever runs whatever competition, they have to agree, what is this series? What is it?
Yeah.
And we think Formula 1 is XXX, then tick that off and they can compete within that.
There you go.
One of the things that they have clearly taken issue with is aerodynamics in this regard and being too low. So they have those plates at the bottom. And if there's
like 10 mil off the ground, basically.
I think the restriction is you can have 9 millimeters of wear.
I thought it was 1 mil of wear and 10 mil off the ground.
Or maybe it's 10 mil off the ground, but there's
I swear the threshold was 1 mil because I'm like, whoa, of wear.
I thought the wear was 9 mils and they had 0.01 of a mil they were over. It was something, the way Ted Kravitz or someone explained it was, it's less than the width of a human hair. That's how much extra wear McLaren had. That's how much they were past the threshold. And therefore, both of their guys got disqualified.
Yeah, okay. So given the plank must be 10 mil thick when fitted, it gives teams only 1 mil of permissible wear through a Grand Prix.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, it has to be 9 plus by the end. So it can only wear 1 mil.
That seems like nothing. And that's where it sounds like, if I'm not mistaken, like obviously this is a mechanical issue. Obviously the drivers have nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do
per se. So it's just a, hey, my team let me down. But obviously that's very tight parameters that you've got to, like, that seems difficult to get right, but I guess everyone's getting it right.
Well, it's an incredibly
like
precise...
you're saying, it's a game of techniques.
Yeah, and these tiny margins, maybe not that tiny, but these tiny margins do add up and create a difference in the car's performance. There's also things around, there has to be a minimum amount of fuel left in the tank after every race because they need to be able to test it. They need to be able to test the fuel mix post-race to determine whether it was a legal mix. Yep. And that's pretty standard across motorsport. But what is interesting about this is when you watch a night race in Formula 1, you see the sparks flying. Yep. So they've got these plates below and they cause, it's a spectacular look. But you saw how much extra sparking there was at Las Vegas. It's a street circuit and sometimes they're rough. There's, you know, manhole covers and things left, right and center. So I reckon a few other teams would have run it close. It just so happens that the leading constructors and the top two in the World Championship have lost all their points from it. So Max Verstappen won the race fair and square, right? And he was an outside chance in third in the championship, but very unlikely with only 2 races left to go now. He was 42 points behind Lando Norris, who came second. Now that Norris has been disqualified, the gap is only 24 points. Verstappen is level with Piastri, and they are only 24 points behind Norris, and you get 25 points for a win. So if Norris doesn't finish this week or next race, and Verstappen wins it, or Piastri wins it, they now lead the World Championship.
Jeez. Yeah,
that's how huge this is.
Yeah, the DQ's changed everything for McLaren.
Quite frankly, if that disqualification didn't happen...
It was a shoo-in, right?
42-point lead when the maximum is 50 points from the next 2 weekends. It's pretty much done. It's pretty much done.
Put a bit of spice for the viewers in, surely.
Absolutely. Well, Norris would have only had to have finished 5th in one race and not finished the other, and he would have won the World Championship. Jeez. So it has completely changed it. So tune into Qatar. We've got Qatar and Abu Dhabi left. And for any Formula 1 super fans out there...
Noah Hill saying rough punishment, but at least the FIA is consistent with it. So I assume in saying that they test everyone post-match.
So they got scrutineering, which, I mean, they would test... they'd have to do everyone the exact same. And because it's not an interpretative, is that the right word? It's not an interpretation. It's a fact. Right?
Yeah, it's just
you either
definitive.
are or you aren't. If the measurement's too lean, you're done.
Yeah,
and everyone knows that. Yep. But imagine being a driver, being so close like Lando Norris to your first World Championship, knowing you just need a mediocre result next race and you've got it. And then to find that out.
Yeah, and I think their wear was like 1.3 or something. Like it's still 0.3 of a millimeter. You're talking.
Yeah, no, it was. I heard 0.1 of
less
a
than.
millimeter.
Yes,
It was like
crazy.
Someone said it was the I think it's a 10th of the thickness of a human hair.
That's nuts.
Which makes me think, are we sure, guys? Are we sure we measured that
How
right?
many times did we test it?
Because I measured that table to get it in this door, and I got different numbers every time. So we got to make sure.
I don't think that was
here.
the measuring device's fault.
Yeah, I mean, crazy stuff. If there are any F1 fans other than Noah in the chat, let us know. Is there an upset brewing? I like Lando. I'd like to see him win it. I want to see Piastri win it because he's Australian. But gee, I would love to see Max win 5 in a row in these circumstances because that would be incredible. And he's got a new lease on life this year, Max. He's not the bitter, not that he was particularly whingy in the past, but he would arc up about a few more things. Now he just seems like more mellow and happy to be there and just enjoying his life and his career. And that's sort of gotten the best out of him again. So if he wins it, it's new Max. It could be an amazing result. Yeah.
Just to tie off our enhanced games chat, we also had B Factor in the chat saying I assume Lance Armstrong was enhanced for years. So
yeah, true. Everything he was in was an enhanced game.
True. So who knows how many Olympians are truly enhanced or not? But fair call.
Cycling is lost on me now. It's
the
Lance Armstrong thing and the whole
tarnished
culture.
the game.
It's
hard,
completely
surely.
tarnished it because
Is game the right word?
Yeah. Well,
Sport?
we know what you mean.
Sure.
Yeah. It's a sport, but the game it was a game behind the scenes with all the nonsense they were pulling. Like clearly, almost everyone was on something.
Yeah.
And there was just workarounds for it. If it's completely unpoliceable, then do the enhanced games of cycling. I would probably watch enhanced cycling. I'm not going to watch a sport that I just can't trust at all.
Yeah, 100%.
Skeptics will say I shouldn't be watching NBA then.
Yeah. Well, now, yeah.
Any update on the scandal? I haven't heard much.
More in gambling in general. I wouldn't say it's a scandal, but obviously just being topical with the Ashes. Obviously, Glenn McGraw got dropped as the commentator.
So close, Glenn McGrath.
Oh my god,
that American pronunciation again. McGrath.
No, but I wasn't
McGrath.
McGrath. So in my head, I was like, I've got it this time.
Or Glenn McGraw. No, keep going.
Yeah, he got dropped just before the Ashes.
He did
because of his Bet365.
He did a campaign with him, right?
Did a campaign. He had done stuff in the past before, so they had sponsored his. I think it was his wife's like Pink Lady test or something.
Yes. Pink Lady. Pink Lady doesn't sound right. It is the Pink test. Yeah, the breast test. Jay McGrath Foundation. And it was Ricky Ponting, whatever the thing was for Bet365. Yep.
And then I was curious of your thoughts, but obviously even ScoMo got involved and said, he's been in the game for years. You can't stop him from making a living, this, that, and the other. Basically saying they shouldn't have dropped him. But
dropped from the ABC, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So to me, it's pretty cut and dry. If the ABC employs you on the basis of you can't do this, you can't have an association with a betting agency, whether you agree with that or not, and I'm fine with that, if that's what they want to do. ABC doesn't get much right, but they get some things right. If they want to say that and then McGrath goes and does it, then it's cut and dry. It's like if you've worn your plates too much and the measurement's over.
Exactly.
Well,
but apparently, it's a very well-known contract thing for them that you can't have any affiliation, which, I mean, it's probably most, to be honest, right? But, yeah, I thought it was a bit rich of ScoMo chiming in being like, what are you doing?
Yeah, stay out of it, ScoMo.
Yeah, I don't know what his opinion matters, but...
Your time in the sun is done. And you had enough of that. You're on holiday during the bushfires, so come on, ScoMo.
But it probably makes sense, because apparently he had already had many crossovers and had been involved with the ABC, but I think it was just the final. But I don't know. My interesting thing was like, hey, is the NBA and the MLB scandal with gambling all becoming hey, we got to start getting a bit black and white on some of these things. Like the agreements have had them, but they're starting to, maybe it was more on the nose than ever before, this particular scenario, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's hey, we've got to start being even more careful of letting these creep in, because it's tackling sports.
Yeah. And are you thinking maybe this arrangement was in place previously and they hadn't enforced it, and that's why people are? That's what
they've said. Is like that it's in. Apparently, it's in all the ABC contracts. Well, it's historically been in the contract that you can't have any affiliation. But there's been a few other things he's done in the past with them. I don't think as on the nose is like an ad campaign like this, but giving some picks for something, and obviously his wife's charity event. Like there's been some crossovers, but probably not as on the nose, but just. Yeah, in the vicinity, but
if he got in strife for promoting his, deceased wife's cancer charity from the ABC,
True.
then I would be pretty
That's
angry
a
with
hard
that as
move
well.
yeah, true.
But breaching a contract by having a gambling association, there's not much sympathy. I don't think, and I'm not saying that.
Nor do I
has,
think anyone's chasing the sympathy. It's just an interesting. Yeah.
He hasn't come out and complained, does he? It's other people on his behalf. So.
Yeah, I assume it was a choice or a risky thing that he took. But,
well, I can tell you which one would be paying him more. That's why he wouldn't have any gripes leaving the ABC. It would be 10 times the amount he's getting.
I'm assuming the commentating's more of a "I'll do you a favour" than.
Yeah, and he'll get picked up somewhere else. He's a legend.
And they were nice about it. They weren't jerks about it. I think ABC said like, "Hey, he's welcome. He'll be wandering around the grounds, but just for this particular gig, we just don't want it."
Completely fine from the ABC. Speaking of Glenn McGrath, on our Ashes watch along, we had a lot of fun. We drafted our best Australian Test team of all time. It was myself, Hawley, and Alex. And for those who watched it, that was fun. We got a lot of input from the chat on that. Yep. Glenn McGrath was the second pick, I think. Was he? Maybe the third pick. Oh, yeah. The first pick Hawley had, and he went Shane Warne.
Yep.
Legend, obviously. And such a unique position as a spin bowler. Then I thought, well, where are their limited resources? So I went Adam Gilchrist because wicket keepers, there's a clear drop off from Gilchrist to the rest. And then Glenn McGrath went 3. So that's how much of a legend. Oh, Glennie McGrath is. I watched many of his games live at the Adelaide Oval when I was younger. What a treat that was. You got a couple of comments there, have you, Jimbo? You're laughing along with the chat.
Oh, just Dos getting in the chat. Glenn McGraw, vintage Jimmy Womack.
It is vintage Jimmy Womack.
And then we had Masterfold in again saying, question, if basketball were in the enhanced games, would it be enhanced basketball or just basketball?
It wouldn't change anything, would it?
Yeah, that's what Alex said, just basketball.
Maybe Muggsy Bogues will be dunking. Oh, who was the little fella?
It was Muggsy, wasn't it?
No. It was a different dude. We ended the show with it last week.
Oh, yeah, he was like from the 80s and 90s or something.
The jumping Billy Mitchell or something. What was his name?
Oh, it was somebody in the chat gave him to us. He was in a dunk contest.
Yeah.
Small player in dunk contest.
If a video of me comes up, I'll be livid. What was his name?
Spud Webb.
What did I call him? I don't know.
I can't remember.
My memory's gone.
Oh, mate,
Spud Webb, the old Spudster. Yeah.
1986.
He'd be clearing it if it was the enhanced game. What's another sport that enhancement wouldn't matter? I remember I heard Carl Pilkington.
Bodybuilding?
Yeah, well, I might get on a bit of that. Look how skinny my arms are looking tonight. Carl Pilkington, UK comedy legend or unintentional comedy legend. I remember him getting annoyed once that in the Winter Olympics, a downhill skier got disqualified for doping because he's like, well, what the? It's momentum. It's just gravity.
Yeah, that's pretty average.
It's a strong argument. What about, like, you play 8-ball? That wouldn't help, would it?
No.
We spoke about how pre-workout doesn't help in ice hockey.
No, it wouldn't help. Your break would just be off the charge. But
what's the? That's what I want to hear in the chat. What's the sport that it would most enhance you for, and what's the least?
Had Masterfold with Kenyan runners, like you said before. Usain Bolt getting the runners on
oh yeah,
interesting.
True.
But although
is that an accusation or a query?
Oh, I don't know. Hard to tell. But I mean, would it help from an endurance perspective? Like if you're talking marathon runners?
Well, that's what. Well, that's
yeah, true, fair call. That's what old mate Lance was for.
I've always been so curious to just see my body on it.
Yeah, or
like
just
how much better would my PB have been at my peak of like a normal person on my normal training regime, not a professional athlete, but running 4 times a week.
And apparently it's also big for recovery and just like the way you feel and bounce back from sessions and training, I guess. But
right. So it's more that you can train more and go harder again.
Yeah, you can go harder, recover faster, and just feel like inherently everything's building quicker, I guess.
When are the enhanced games? And where are they? Colombia.
Enhanced games.
That was pretty funny. He's just too busy Googling.
I'm in Google mode.
Where are we?
We got the official website.
The future of
Las
sports
Vegas
is here.
2026.
Of course, it's in Vegas.
Yeah, you got to have the enhanced games in Vegas, don't you?
It's coming up in 5
May.
months. Okay.
And we'll be covering it there live.
Oh, imagine that. Hey, we might be able to do a watch along. Do I actually want to watch it?
I don't know.
In concept, I want to watch it. Will I actually watch the enhanced games?
It seems more clippable than it does long form, but we'll see.
I feel like just that one clip of Magnussen, I've seen enough.
Yeah, you're like,
okay.
I see where this is going.
I get it, he's strong. Yeah. I tell you what sport it wouldn't enhance you for, drugs. Diving. You don't want to get more muscly for that, do you? You want a little splash.
Yeah.
You
I mean, it was on the nose the whole time. F1. how's gear helping in F1? Again, you'd
Probably not. And well, it depends
heavy.
what gear we're
unless
talking.
it's just their neck is like monstrous.
True. That's the most stable neck I've ever seen. I mean, there would be stuff that increases alertness, right, and reaction time.
Yeah, or like what do they call them? Beta blockers for like. What do beta blockers do for like
They
fine?
block the betas.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just run the name.
What does it
But
do?
yeah, for like fine motor control and stuff. So I think
Oh,
it does help with that kind of stuff.
I can't imagine that would make a huge difference. Anyway, we
We
digress.
had Liam in the chat. Triple jump will go from hop, skip, jump to hop, skip, and where the hell did he go?
He just flew him out of the stadium. Oh, speaking of Liam, I assume that's Scottish Liam. Tuning in.
Yep.
Well, welcome back, our friend. Let's talk the Scottish victory because they qualified for the World Cup. They qualified for the World Cup last week. They were in a precarious position after a 3-2 loss to Greece, and then they had to play Denmark, who were held to a draw by Belarus, which is why Liam was saying that the UK government should lift any restrictions on Belarus and to thank them for giving Scotland still a chance to qualify last week. They had to beat Denmark. They were playing in Scotland. They had to beat Denmark. They were up 2-1, and then it was 2-2.
Were they the favourite or?
I would say
Neck
it
and neck.
was. Well, I think Denmark are seen maybe as a better team. Liam can correct me if I'm wrong. The home ground advantage helped. The pressure on Scotland maybe didn't help. But if you can get that video up, Jimbo, of the highlights of this, because it was an extraordinary night at Hampden Park. Here we are, and we're ready to go for the first. Yes, so 2-2, 93rd minute. They have to win to make the World Cup. We saw the week before Ireland keeping their hopes alive, so they advanced to the playoffs with that incredible win, the hat-trick from Troy Parrott, that goal right at the end. And then Scotland have matched that drama. But the difference is this is automatic qualification. They won the group, so they are in.
Right.
They're not through to the next phase. They're in the World Cup
And
finals.
you had Liam in the chat saying, yeah, Denmark are a far better team.
Yeah.
There you
There you go. It was pure grit.
Call
from
me
the
crazy.
Scots.
I'm no soccer expert, but was that not... It looked like poor defending in that last one.
Oh, well, because it was all out. Denmark had to score.
Yep.
So they've pushed literally everyone forward. There's
Yeah,
10 seconds to go.
okay. They've got to risk it for the biscuit.
Exactly. If they don't score, it's over. So there's no point defending. You've got to get all 10 men down there. If there was a set piece, if there was a corner, they would have put the goalkeeper up as well.
Yep.
That's why they were so exposed. But for him to see the keeper off of his line, at the 18-yard box or just outside, and to hit it from beyond halfway, not only is that intelligent heads-up play, that's also incredible accuracy from there. That's like the David Beckham hit from 1995. Amazing. Amazing. So Scotland are through.
We did have another caller in the chat.
Oh, fantastic. Who have we got in the room?
Got a recurring guest, Alex, I believe, wanting to talk Ashes.
Alex, now our friend who was here for the watch-along on Saturday night. Have you come down from the high yet, Alex?
Actually, I'm not even sure if my microphone's working. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, man.
Okay, sweet. I just realised I haven't plugged this one in.
No, all good. What's going on?
No, literally, I just thought I'd just quickly hop in because I thought I'd share with you a really funny stat that I think you and the other listeners would like.
Please.
Wickets. So this is a stat. Wickets taken in the first Ashes test by country of birth.
Yep.
Australia, 20 wickets taken.
Yep.
New Zealand, 5.
Stokes, yep.
South Africa, 5.
Cass.
Barbados, 2.
Archer, yes.
England, 0.
They didn't take a wicket.
No. By country of birth, not a wicket taken from an English player.
As if the humiliation
I know.
wasn't bad enough.
How good is that?
Wow.
I'm going to share that with you.
Wow. I did not know that stat. That is
My friend sent me
extraordinary.
that today, and I thought, I'm going to share that one. It's too good for just going just straight to the chat.
That is too good. That is too good to waste. Thanks, Alex.
That's right.
Chances of going 2-0 up in Brisbane. We had Sam on earlier talking about how confident he was. And then also, what's your opening partnership for the second test?
Win, yes, guaranteed.
Yep.
Going to put the jinx on it like you, Kurt.
I didn't jinx a thing. Chris Hall predicted that Head would get a century, and there we are.
My call of, you'd hate to see him get out right now, literally as the ball's in the air and he gets caught.
Was that Weatherald or Head?
No, that was me on Trav. I was like, when he was going really well, I was like, oh man, you'd hate to see him go out. And that's literally as he hit the ball and it got caught. And
yeah, that's true.
Felt bad about that. But,
opening duo. Who do you want to open next week?
Oh, Trav and Weatherald, I reckon.
Okay, keep Trav there. Uzi gets dropped.
Well, yeah. I'd 100% drop Uzi. Otherwise, because of Renshaw's form in the Shield in the pink ball, I think he could get a look in.
So you put Renshaw in the middle order?
Nah, I'd open him with Weatherald.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said head before. So you'll have Weatherald and Renshaw open.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I was saying otherwise, the other option is to get Renshaw in.
I'm confused. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So if it's
the first option was head and Weatherald.
Yeah, but where does Kawaja go? Are you dropping him out of the team, or are you putting?
Go on. If he's got back spasms like that, you're not going to be good in a couple of weeks.
Sure. So who comes into the 11?
Well, either Renshaw.
Yep.
And if he does, I reckon he opens and put Trav back down.
Gotcha.
Or leave Trav and Weatherald where they are and bring in Bo Webster. That'd be my options.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
keep the bowling attack.
Or bring in Webster, drop line as well, because
drop line. No, don't need him in Brisbane.
Oh no, you wouldn't do that for the pink ball, would you?
Nah, I don't think so.
No. But he was just a bystander. He shouldn't have. Yeah, what was he doing in the game, really?
Yeah, well, it didn't go beyond 30 overs in each innings. Give the man a chance. When it's not his fault. No one can bat anymore. Well, except for Trav, but you know. So, all right. Well,
just dip in and just share that stat with you.
Love that stat. Thanks, Alex.
The day in the sun and watching the cricket in Adelaide, so it's been great today.
Oh, you watched the Shield game?
Sapsar's cricket.
Oh,
so
how'd the boys go? Get a win?
They went down by 2 runs in the first game. They definitely could have won that.
Okay.
There was a slow over rate. They had to get 7 off the last 12. Then had a maiden and then fell short by 2 runs. And then the other best team in the comp was steamrolling ahead. And I said to the other guy next to me, I said, the only way we're going to win this now is if they have a collapse. And they lost 5 wickets in 3 overs.
You are the jinx master.
Well, no, it's good. No. With the other team lost the wickets. So
yeah, I know. A positive jinx.
Won. And that was against the best team. They haven't lost a game for like 3 years or something. So.
Wowzers. Let's have a watch along for that next time. We'll see you on our screens very soon, Alex. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, all right. Catch you later.
See you, mate. Ooh, I'm showing a little bit of skin there, Jimbo. That's the sort of stuff you need to tell me as a producer, all right? This is a new shirt. It's not quite sitting right. Oh, that's right. Is this allowed on YouTube? Oh, I'm showing some ankle too. Thank goodness you haven't panned the camera down. What a risque moment. Where were we? What were we talking about before? Oh, we had the Scotland reaction. Oh, let's get Liam's video up because he said he couldn't make the show. He clearly can't call in, but he's on the chat. But he did send in the video showing just how happy he was that Scotland had won it. Let's go.
What you call a comeback? Oh my God, America's here we come! Oh my God, this is it. We're finally gone after 27 years. Kenny McLaren and Scott McTominay. What goals you scored, and of course Arch my Lord.
So Scott McTominay, who we mentioned there, is a dude who has had a glow up in 2 senses, not only in the career since he went from Man United to Napoli in Italy. He became the Serie A player of the year, but he was just a fairly good midfielder for Man U when they were going through all sorts of nonsense. Goes to Italy, becomes the best player there, and also it looks like twice as attractive as he did in the Man United show. I don't know why. He's grown his hair. He's maybe been chewing some of that masticating gum or whatever it is, Jimbo. You know that stuff that strengthens your jawline apparently and makes you look more manly? I don't know what it is about Scott McTominay. Can you look up Scott McTominay? McTominay. See if there's any evidence of the glow up online. Something about Italy suits him. He's playing over there and now he's a stud for Scotland as well. Yeah, there we go. That's a perfect illustration. Like handsome dude there, right, on the left. And then that
cheekbones.
Then they look top right when he's playing for Man United. No, go left. Oop. Yeah, there. I mean, that's the same dude, but that doesn't look like the same dude.
He's had some work done.
I think it's the hair, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he's got so much riz all of a sudden. He's flying, this dude. Anyway, so he scores for Scotland. He's leading them to greatness. I mean, I think Liam might have been emotional there, and if he was, then awesome because
so they're here 27 years.
27 years. Wow. 1998 was their last World Cup. And I was watching highlights just the other day of the 1998 World Cup, and this was before Scotland went on this run over the last couple of weeks. And I thought, wow, how they've been in the wilderness, the international football wilderness since then. So for them to come back and to have a chance at the Americas, like Liam says, you just never know. We've seen teams go really deep that you would never have expected. I mean, Russia in their home World Cup, which was a little sus. They went pretty well.
They're not known for any sorts of sport indiscretions.
Surprisingly great at the Russian World Cup, the Russians.
Wonder if they'll be in the Enhanced Olympics.
Well, they're not allowed to do anything at the moment. None of that. They can't.
Oh, maybe in the Enhanced side.
Well, maybe. Yeah, they're welcomed there. But all Russian athletes around the world are competing for like
although
generic flag of the United Russian territories. You know, do you know that they're banned from like pretty much any international?
I knew they were obviously heavily banned from Olympics, but it's just spilled out into anything.
Pretty much.
Well, kind of makes sense, I guess. What were they doing? They got into some strife.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're joking. Thank goodness. Yes, they invaded Ukraine, James. Yes.
And that's a bad.
It was bad. Yes,
bad.
yes. A lot of people consider that a bad thing. You know, there's not a politics podcast, but if there's any disagreement in the chat, let us know. I'm not sure we have a strong Russian contingent listening.
True. Yeah, I don't think that came up on our demographics.
No, Ukrainians though, they're everywhere.
Well,
So it's weird. It is odd that the individual athletes get punished, you know, at Olympics and things like that. They can't compete for their country. I've always been torn on that. It's like, I understand, obviously, sanctions from countries and from global bodies. That is what it is. But for individuals who, you know, have not done anything to lose the ability to, compete for their country.
The Olympics make sense to me, though, because the Olympics is all about this is for our country. And if the whole world is saying your country...
Naughty boys.
Yeah, naughty boys.
Yep.
Then fair enough.
They should just go under the naughty boys flag.
The shelf of shame.
Oh, shelf of shame. Outback quarterback tomorrow.
But yeah, to extend that into just general sporting competitions and stuff, maybe is where it's like, I don't know if that's sending the message. But Olympics, I get that makes sense when it's so country focused.
Yeah.
But still a shame for the Olympians.
I just feel sorry for the non-naughty Vladimirs, you know, and the Svetlanas that are...
Yeah.
They've trained for 20 years to compete for Russia, and then naughty Vlad goes and does something like that and ruins it for everyone.
Naughty Vlad.
Yeah.
So is Australia, we're pretty confident in making World Cup most years?
We are already in.
No, but I mean in general, like it's been a while since we've not been in, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
We haven't missed... I don't think we've missed since 2006. That
feels like a while.
Did we miss one? No, I don't think we did. There may be some amnesia here in my memory, but we've had a good World Cup run since that golden generation, Aloisi and Viduka and Kuhl and co that got us in 2006, dramatically against Uruguay. We've had a very nice run. We are in again. The change from the Oceania conference to the Asian conference has really helped because there's more spots available.
Yep.
But for the first time in a long time, Oceania gets a guaranteed spot, which is why New Zealand have just cruised through against, you know, with all due respect, islands of very, very small populations and have just smashed their way into the World Cup. If we were still there, we would be playing off against New Zealand in basically a one-off game to try and make the World Cup. And we would win it because we beat New Zealand in soccer.
Yep.
So it benefited us for 20 years. At the moment, if we were still in the Oceania conference, that may be better. But either way, we're there.
Yep.
But it's not as strong a team as we were, though. So
another thing that crosses all these with cricket and Olympics. So cricket Olympics 2028.
Yep.
Is there really going to be any countries that are going to upset? We've already got South Africa, Australia, England,
the established powers.
Yeah, anyone actually going to come in and rock the boat?
I
mean, I guess if there is, we wouldn't know.
I don't think so.
I assume it'll just be a powerhouse of those teams.
It will be when it comes to the crunch. Assuming they let the professionals play. I don't know if they're allowing professionals because in some sports pros aren't allowed to play.
In Olympics?
Yeah. For a long time I think it was tennis. In soccer, definitely, there were restrictions. You could only have like one over 23, so it was like the under 23 side.
Wow.
So that wasn't necessarily representative of global powers.
I feel like that's a bad move to get a new sport like that going, though, in the Olympics.
I think they're going away from that model.
Hopefully.
I think they're going away from that. I assume it would be, the professional cricketers, in which case there won't be many upsets. Although cricket is more global than it has been. It's a lot bigger in the US and all around the world. But that's more with the like mercenary format. There's all these 2020 competitions and guys get paid huge amounts of cash to go there for a month and play.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily that these minnow cricketing countries are getting better. It's just that there's more cricket played in those countries.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And do we know the format?
I assume it's
Olympics?
T20.
Yeah, okay.
I think it'd be 2020.
Yeah.
I can't imagine they'd have test matches in the Olympics.
Yeah.
5 days and a draw. Yeah, they need the whole Olympics just to get through a couple of matches. Yeah, it's got to be 2020, I'm sure. Interesting. Where are the 2028 Olympics? I should know that.
Ooh.
Can you look up Olympic host countries, like list of, and see where we're going over the next little while? Might have to plan it. Head to where are we going, Jimbo? Where's our 2028 junket?
Oh, I assume Wikipedia covers the future.
Because we've got 2032 in Australia. Get Scott McTominay off. I'm sick of looking at his glowed up face.
Oh,
why is he still on my screen? I'm getting jealous.
Here we go.
There we go. 2028. Of course, it's the LA Games. How did I blank on that? 2030 Winter Olympics, and then we're Brisbane in 2032.
Oh, snap!
Yeah,
recycle the old stadium. That's all the infrastructure they did in there.
That was Sydney.
No, they've done one in Brisbane, haven't they? No, am I crazy?
They might have done. They did Gold Coast Commonwealth Games.
That's what I mean. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if they strayed from Gold Coast to Brisbane for a couple of events there. Anyway, they won't use the Gabba. The Gabba's fairly run down. Yeah. I don't know what's going on there. There's probably some redevelopment that they're arguing over. Anyway, that's the Olympics. What else do we have to talk about tonight? We had plenty of stuff. Ashes, we've done that. Formula One, we've done that. So it's 24 points. Tune in for the next race in Qatar. Oh, NFL we haven't covered today. There was a huge comeback from the Dallas Cowboys. They were 21 points down against the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Eagles are leading the NFC East. They had a record of 8-2, flying along. Well, offense not humming, but still winning games. Dallas were 4-5-1. A couple of weeks ago, they had a player pass away in the very tragic circumstance. You can look up Marshawn Nealand if you are interested in the story, which is not a happy one.
Off field, obviously.
Yes. Yeah. So they've had a tough couple of weeks, the Cowboys. And divisional rivals, biggest rivals, the Eagles, or one of the biggest rivals. And they're 21-0 down, and then they came back and tied it up, and then they won it with a Brandon Aubrey field goal with just seconds remaining. So that could be a win that sends them on some sort of playoff run.
Trajectory. Their
season's still alive. And if you can beat the Eagles in a comeback like that on your home deck in front of your adoring fans, then you can do anything. So watch this Dallas Cowboys team now. They've got a bit about them. The New England Patriots are the first team to record 10 wins this year. They're 10-2. Drake May is in the MVP talk. They beat the Bengals today. They weren't as convincing as normal, but they got it done. Kansas City, your boys, Jimbo, have kept their season alive with a gritty win over the Indianapolis Colts in overtime, 23-20. The Colts were 8-2, so we know how much of a positive season the Colts are having. Patrick Mahomes, yes, he didn't throw a touchdown. Yes, he threw an interception, but he had 352 yards, which is the most yardage he's thrown for in 2 and a bit years. Week 7, 2023 was the last time he did it. I think against the Chargers. So Mahomes, when he came into the league, 2018, 2019, he was known as a guy who would throw big yards, right? He was 400, sometimes 500 in games. It's not been that way in the last couple of years. They've had a much more dour offense. They've been winning games more thanks to their defense. Really, that's what got them to the Super Bowl last year. So the fact that he was able to move the ball as much as he did, yes, he had overtime, so a bit of extra time to pad those stats out. But there are some positive signs for KC, and they had to win this. They're 6-5 now. They're by no means a playoff lock. In fact, if it ended right now, they wouldn't be in the playoffs. But they're still alive. They are still alive. And the LA Rams, the other game that I'll highlight, they belted, I should say, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 34-7. Now, that's a team where the wheels are falling off in Tampa. They had such a positive start to the year. Baker Mayfield is, as the Americans say, and as we say on the Outback QB pod, banged up. He's got a shoulder issue. He's got a few other issues as well. He takes a lot of hits, that guy. He's a tough dude, but he can only take so many. So Tampa are in trouble, but the LA Rams, they are a serious team. And Matt Stafford at 37 years of age is having what should be an MVP season. If it ends right now, Matt Stafford's the MVP, which is an extraordinary feat at his age. So we'll go through all of the NFL action tomorrow on the Outback QB podcast.
We had Noah Hill in the chat also updating us that obviously flag football's also been added to the Olympics.
Yes.
It's a weird one.
Yes, and NFL players can play in that. So, yeah, they've been, we've been awash with flag football propaganda for the NFL over the last year. Like, it's actually turned me off flag football being in the Olympics because everything is just flag football this, flag football that. Yeah. Let's go to the highlights of this flag football league no one cares about.
Yeah.
The Pro Bowl is now an advert for flag football, and I know they needed to change the Pro Bowl because
they've already got leagues for flag football, but the pros aren't playing in it.
Not in the leagues.
So then the pros are going to... So the irony is everyone in the leagues are like, we can't go to the Olympics. It's all the pros. And
Imagine if the US lose a game there. I mean, this is the other thing. It's going to be the worst, most lopsided sport you've ever seen.
Yeah, surely. It's not really.
You think cricket's going to be
really
dominant?
Played outside of the US, is it?
Yeah. Hawley was trying to be the Australian quarterback for a while there. And by a try, I mean, thought about it, then forget it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, flag football. I don't know, Noah. Are you jazzed for it? I'm meh.
Well, I know he's jazzed about Drake May. Drake May, the GOAT, he says.
Noah says that.
Yeah.
Oh. He's a Cardinals man, Noah. But hey, you can appreciate talent when he sees it. Should they trade Kyler Murray, Noah? Let us know. Let us know. We've done Formula One. We've done the cricket. Although we did not mention that India and South Africa are locked in a battle for the second test. Can you please look up India cricket and get that test score up? Because it was could not be more opposite, this test match. We finished the test match against England in 2 days, and South Africa batted for almost 2 days. There we go. Oh, India have been rolled. My goodness, yeah, click into that, Jimbo. 489 the South Africans made. Mutusami scored his first century for South Africa in, I think, his 7th or 8th test match, so he did that yesterday. And then Marco Jansen, the bowling all-rounder who was batting 9, put on a huge stand. 93 was his score, and he was very disappointed to get out and fall short of his first century. But they were 6 for 246 in the first innings, the Saffers, and they put on 243 runs in the last 4 wickets. So India could just not roll them. Can you click into the India first innings tab there, just below the video? So they've been bowled out for 201 today, pretty much. They only just survived yesterday's session. So we got Jaswal scored 58. Beyond that, just Sundar with 48. Roll down to the bowling figures. Jimbo, if you scroll down, who's taking the wickets? 6. What a test match from Marco Jansen. 93 with the bat and 6 for 48 with the ball. And then Simon Harmer, the off-spinner, who did all the damage in the first test where India couldn't chase down 110. 3 for 64 for Harmer. So they have got their measure. That's stumps. They lead by 314 at the end of day 3. So they'll put on 100 runs tomorrow and then roll the Indians. That'll be a 2-0 win.
Just asking for an update on the Bangladesh-Ireland match.
We've got a few boys obsessed with this. Yeah, click into that. Mushfiqur Rahim in his 100th test for Bangladesh. Go back, Jimbo. Click into the top one. Yep. Top. So they put on 476, obviously a huge total. Then 297 for 4 declared. Mushfiqur Rahim, 100 tests of Bangladesh. What an achievement. 106 runs in the first innings, 53 not out in the second. Yeah, real cricket fans love these niche matchups. Bangladesh, they've got a checkered history in test matches. For a while there, they were, a laughing stock and easy beats. And they still don't compete with the big nations, but occasionally they have an export, like someone like Rashid Khan, who takes the world by storm, who plays T20 all around the world. Shakib Al Hassan, guys like that, who have really contributed to world cricket in a big way. So there is certainly always intrigue with Bangladesh. And then Ireland as well. They've only played a handful of test matches, but they've got some recognition now to play officially sanctioned test matches. So it's always good to see them have a crack. They've been, at least 15 years ago or so, in World Cups, T20 and one-dayers, they were a team that were a real danger team. People would underestimate Ireland, and then they'd come out and Paul Sterling would smash 100 off of 60 balls, and they go, why is a fat guy who I've never seen before just killing us? So, Ireland-Bangladesh is a very unique matchup, and the Bangladeshis have smashed that one.
And we've had Noah Hill chime in and clarify, not overly hyped for flag football, but we'll still watch it all.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Kyler might be eligible to play for South Korea in the Olympics because of family heritage.
Yeah, that's true.
Interesting.
I had heard that and I'd forgotten that. That's a great call, Noah. Yeah, I wonder if Kyler's any better when he's not getting tackled. I think that might help him. Because he gets killed every week, poor Kyler.
Oh, man.
Interesting. All right, that's the world of cricket. That's flag football. NBA, we've got the Detroit Pistons, Doss's Detroit Pistons. 12-game win streak. They're on top in the East. In the West, the OKC Thunder.
Doss has also said Amon Ra St. Brown for Germany.
Yes, Amon Ra can play. And you know what? I'll give it to Amon Ra because he speaks fluent German. In fact, I think it's his mother who is German. He's got an African-American dad, German mother.
I watched the documentary on
on
the
receivers.
Yeah.
He speaks fluent German.
Yeah,
so
his dad was a bodybuilder as well.
He was, yeah. That's right.
That's why he's always been pretty jacked.
Yeah. There you go. I like that. I guess his brother can play too. Equinemius, I think it's
Leave the names to me, mate.
Equinemius St. Brown. I always get the N and the M order confused there, but that's a heck of a naming convention they got in that family. A couple of the St. Brown boys for Germany. That would be interesting. We might get a full list of who can play for other countries on an episode sometime soon. That would be interesting to look at. We were talking NBA, not the Golden State Warriors, the OKC Thunder are 17-1, which gives them a win percentage of .944. Now that's significant because if they continue on this path, which is unlikely, but if they do, they will easily break the record for the best regular season in history. That sits with the 2015-2016 Golden State Warriors. Their win percentage in that year with a 73-9 record was .89. The OKC Thunder are 17-1. That's .944. So they are a good 5% up on the record. Yes, it's a long season of 82 games. They've only played 18, but they're 17-1. That is unheard of territory. So we'll continue tracking that. The Colorado Avalanche, they are dominating the NHL. They've got a 9-game win streak. The Detroit Red Wings, they continue their season where they're up and down. They're, again, leading the Atlantic Division, so that's interesting there. Rugby Union, we do need to mention that the Wallabies lost again. I was saying it for the last couple of weeks. If they lost their 4th game in a row, I think it's since 1958, it would be the worst Wallabies performance in Europe, and they got beaten 46-33 by France on the weekend. So, yeah, that's a problem. We're no longer good at rugby. We are no longer good at rugby.
Send them to the Run It League.
That's. I don't think Union boys go on to play the Run It League. I think that's more the old rugby league fellas. Class difference between those boys, if you ask the Union guys.
Hey.
What else have we got? We've done the knickknacks. We've done football. We haven't done Premier League outside of Tottenham and Arsenal. So one more fact on the Tottenham game. There's a thing called expected goals, Jimbo. It's called XG. It's a stat that's come into vogue over the last couple of years in professional football. And it means based on the way that they're playing, all the statistical things that they've done, passes complete, blah, 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 how many goals statistically you would expect them to score in that half or in that match, right? It's as simple as it sounds. Tottenham had an XG at the end of the game. They did score one, but their XG was 0.07. So they were expected basically to have a 7% chance of scoring one goal based on how they played.
Yeah.
The one goal they did score was from an unlikely turnover and a long shot. That's why it didn't really count, the XG. That XG figure is the lowest of all teams in the entire Premier League this year.
Wow.
That's how badly Tottenham played in a game they needed to win. And this is why they are a frustrating team to support because they have opportunities.
But you're hanging on.
They show you the world one week and they show you sporting hell the next. Other significant results, I said Liverpool got smashed by Nottingham Forest. Oh, sorry, I know we went through the table, but a couple of other scores to read. Chelsea beat Burnley 2-0. That's huge. Sunderland lost 1-0. They were the team they'd been promoted and that looked like they were in 3rd and 4th to start the year. The wheels have fallen off there. Maybe not the wheels have fallen off, but the momentum's gone. So that was a fun story that now is no longer that much more of a fun story. So they're the significant results there. Man United and Everton play tomorrow. Champions League is back on Wednesday. So we've got Wednesday, Thursday Champions League run. And in Italy, it's a great season. The top 5 teams are within 3 points. AC Milan beat Inter Milan 1-0 on the weekend. So that has tightened up there. That's the world of football. Oh, Bayern Munich also won 6-2. They've not lost a game anywhere this year, Bayern Munich. They are undefeated in every which way. Done the NFL, done the F1. Anything else, Jimbo, from your end? Anything else in the chat we need to address before we run away?
What do we got? Red Wings building nicely as well, Doss said.
Yep. I mentioned they're top of the Atlantic, so they...
Cade Cunningham for MVP. Pisty's got the Pacers tomorrow. Okay. Another win.
Yeah, okay. Doss is all about the Pistons all of a sudden. He was the Timberwolves a couple of years ago or last year, but okay. He does love the Pistons. I can't argue with him on that.
And then Noah Hill, Avalanche still topping the table. Nice win streak going.
Yes. Yeah.
And then, Doss confirming Avalanche are crazy good.
All right, so a bit of NHL chat now. We've got NFL chat on the Outback QB tomorrow. That is the Muscle Cat Sports Show. It's always a big night. We've got more Ashes stuff coming next week, obviously. We will do at least one night session of the day-night test in Brisbane. We'll let you know which one that is. Like I said, 600 views. It was incredible. We'll get more people involved in that. There'll be a prize as well. Don't forget to tune into the Outback QB tomorrow. Don't forget to tell your friends. If you can hit subscribe and share this channel with the world, we've got a whole lot more coming. I think, Jimbo, one thing you can say about us is that we bat above our weight. We're just 2 fellas, sometimes 4 fellas, in a studio in South Australia, but we're going to the world. That's our goal anyway. We put out a lot of stuff and we want people to come along.
That's it. Keep it interesting.
Keep it interesting. We'll mix it up and we'll see you all next week. Thanks for watching.